Hi, this is Abhishek from gadgetshoes.com, and today we are going to do a quick review of the Fly F51 phone. We have this Android phone from Fly which runs on Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich out of the box. It has 4-inch of display which is an IPS LCD display, as you can see, and the viewing angles of this display are again pretty good. If we talk about the resolution on this device, you have a 480 into 800 pixels resolution, which is fairly low, but when it comes to the overall interface and the screen, I do not notice any kind of pixels as such, as the display is low resolution, but it doesn't feel like once you start using it for some time. And I have a 5 megapixel camera at the back with an LED flash, and here you have a secondary hole for mic, which is actually the secondary mic for noise cancellation and video chat. You do have a primary mic over here. If I actually tell you about the overall build quality of this particular phone, the build quality of this device is pretty good. It feels quite premium when it has a glossy back cover, which will get some scratches over time. Let me just give you a full hardware overview of this phone. On the bottom you have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging. Here you have the primary mic. Here you have a little indent to open the back cover. Here you have the power and sleep key, which is again quite accessible because it is placed in the middle with your fingers as well as with your thumb. And on the front you have the earpiece over here. Here you have the proximity sensor, and here you have the 2 megapixel front camera, which is a fixed focus camera. You have the 3.5mm audio jack for the headphones, and on this side you have the volume rocker, which again looks pretty good. It has a chrome finish to it. You do have a chrome lining on the edges of the phone, which again gives it a very premium look. On the bottom, on the front, you have the touch capacitor button for the home, for the back key and the setting. Then if we take a look on the phone from the back side, it is a dual SIM phone, as you can see. So it has a 1800 milliampere hour battery, and you have the SIM card slot for the 3G and the 2G. You have a micro SD memory card slot, and you will get 4 GB of micro SD memory card within the package of this phone once you buy it. When it comes to the internal memory which you get on this device, you get around 149 MB of internal memory, which is again fairly low. Look over the lock screen, you have the Fly logo in the middle on the lock screen, and then you can slide it to access the camera. You can go to the messaging, or you can directly go to the phone dialer. So let's unlock the device by dragging. It is completely stock Android. I do not see any kind of customization which has been done apart from the lock screen. As far as the phone software is concerned, you get all these applications which are again pre-installed. You get Zenga TV, you get the Savan application pre-installed again on this device, as well as you get other applications like FM radio and all other useful applications, including Opera Mini, which come pre-installed on the device. If we take a look over the notification center is again stock Android, and this phone is actually running Android ice cream sandwich. And let me just show you the version of Android. You have Android 4.0.4 on this device. As far as the storage is concerned, let me just show you the storage. Under the storage part, you get around 3.96 GB, which is available on the memory card. As now this is the memory card. As far as the internal memory is concerned, you get a very low internal memory on this device, but again that will be solved because you have the option of installing the apps on the external memory card. You can change the preferred install location for the apps. That means you can actually install apps on the SD card, as well as you will be able to move apps from the phone memory to the SD card. And you do have an APK installer support again on this device, as you can see. As far as RAM is concerned on this device, you get 512 MB of RAM, and out of which around 213 MB is actually used, and you get 272 MB of RAM, which is free. Let's test out the overall camera capability on this device. You get 5 megapixel of camera on this device, as you can see, and let's take a photo of this particular flower pot over here. And again, it does not have tap to focus, as you can see. And if I show you the quality of the photo which we have just took, again the camera performs pretty well, but when it comes to details of the object, details of this particular object are not clearly visible, as you can easily notice over here. As far as GPS is concerned, you do get assisted GPS on this device, so you will be able to use this device for navigation. That's all from us as far as the quick hands-on review of the Fly F51 phone is concerned, this is a pretty decent phone which comes at a affordable price point as well. It comes for a price of around 7,790 rupees MRP. You can easily get it for a lower price point. This is again a very close competitor to the Micromax A110, which is again fairly popular these days. But when it comes to the build quality, I would say this device is much better when it comes to the build quality as compared to A110. But in terms of the weight, I do feel that this device is slightly heavier as compared to the weight of A110. Screen is concerned, you get 5" of display, 5" of IPS LCD display. Display is concerned, you get a WVGA 480 into 800 pixels resolution on this device, and